Hey guys, Adrian Racing here, back today with another video. Now, last weekend was the Nürburgring 24 hours, which was cut down to the Nürburgring about 9.5 hours due to weather at the track. And it was a pretty intense race. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch it live, but I saw quite a lot of footage after the race, and the conditions the track was in was pretty mad. Some really crazy weather went on. But due to safety concerns, the race was cancelled overnight due to the super heavy fog and also the heavy rain as well that came and drenched the track. But what happens if the race was going to go on during the night? Well, luckily here in the simulator, we don't have to worry about safety too much. We can head onto the Nürburgring during the night in thick, heavy fog just to see what it would have been like if the race had continued. So I've got the Nürburgring set up here. We've got a full grid of GT3 cars against the AI. We're going to head into the night and see what it would have been like if the race was super foggy and super dark. I reckon there's going to be a few brown pan moments coming up. Right, so here we are, standing start. Of course, AC has no rolling start procedures available to it, so standing start will have to do, but by the time you get to turn 1, it's basically a rolling start. The carnage is all the same, whether it's standing start or rolling start. Speaking of carnage, I expect we're about to see a little bit of shenanigans of the AI into turn 1. Who's going to be there on the brakes? It's going to be me. As we head up the inside, we can just find the gap and just slot into it. Hello. Do you mind if I steal your position? I don't. Hope you don't either. Ferrari on our right gets a better exit. 495, you're going to sit in the slipstream. I think there might be a car on the left. There was a Mercedes, but luckily we managed to get past it. Ooh, cold tyres, cold brakes, which means the car's pretty unwilling to, well, do anything on this first sort of half of the lap. You're just seeing the understeer there. Use all the curb on the exit, and now we're pulling it down the hill towards the hairpin for the first time. Pretty late on the brakes. Catch back up to the AI as they sort of fumble through and trip over themselves. Ferrari gets a little slide on the exit. Big Mercedes in our mirror. That super massive, just chunky air grille on the front bit. Not quite as big as the new BMWs, but that's a different story for a different time. And now it's a little chicane here. Oh, Ferrari spitting flames out of the back of it. Beautiful looking rear end on that 488. Not quite as good as the 458 in my opinion, but it does the job pretty nicely. And now we're going to plummet down the hill towards the little kink. Lamborghini's going to think about a move on the dark black of the GTR there. GTR miles bigger than every other car on this track right now. Try not to use that curb on the inside. Will launch you into space if you hit it too hard. Well, if you hit it at all, it will launch you into space. And now we turn left onto the Nürburgring proper for the first time. Up to the Nürburgring turn 1, feed it to the right, and then all the curb on the exit, and now plummet down the hill through this little fast right hand kink. Just a small lift on this first lap. Probably could be flat by the time the tyres have warmed up, but they definitely aren't yet. Again, more flames just being dispelled out the back of that Ferrari there. Oh, that's a bit too much curb. Hold it. Oh, we hold it. We have to take the grass. Come on. That's what happens if you use a bit too much curbs around it. Absolutely brutal. 3-story high curbs around it. Really unsettle the car, and you're just seeing there just how brutal they are. And the McLaren might think about having a run over the blue flats. He's going to be having the slipstream. We're a bit down on the top speed compared to some of the other cars. Dab of the brakes, turn it in, and then back on the throttle as early as possible. Little correction over the top there, not too much of a worry. I think we've just had enough of a good run just to run away from that McLaren. There's a dab of yellow flags up ahead. I see lots of dust and dirt being thrown up. Someone may have gone off. Down to 5th gear for this little kink here, and no AI parked backwards for once coming through there. Whoa, it's going to be me parked backwards unless I can hold this. Whoa, that was a big drift. Caught downshift there a bit too early. Panicking trying to get the car slowed down. Instead we sort of initial D it through the corner I can never remember the name of there. Now through the compression and then over the top, take 4th gear, all trying to use that curb, and then hard on the brakes into the little clumsy section here. After the high-speed sections of before, the car sort of wants to understeer and you just feel like it's going so slowly, but it's probably the quickest line. And now you get a little breather past the 7-kilometre mark. And get prepared for the next section of corners down to 4th gear for this little left-hander. There's a car barreling off into the grass. It's another Porsche. It is the Porsche. It is the 911 livery Porsche. And now aim for this little dot on the circuit there. Mercedes blasts the curb on the inside. Luckily managed to catch back up despite our drifting escapades earlier on. And now into miss, hit, miss, which we missed the first apex, missed the second apex. But we hit the third apex, even though we're not even meant to hit it. Whoa! The car's really, really loose on the brakes there, although we actually slide one up the inside, nearly make it stick in fact. Might have to touch the brake pliers a bit, don't know if I have that set, probably not. Otherwise we're just going to have to deal with it. Brake pliers seals very, very rearwards. But not a problem, we can just learn to adapt to it. Kick of oversteer there, that's just down to the track. Camber in the elevation change really just loosens the rear. And now you're just starting to see the clouds just starting to thicken in the sky. Track's just starting to get a bit darker, just to remind us that darkness is looming. And now up the hill towards the Bravery corner coming up. Trying to lost where I was there on the track. Another kick of dirt there. McLaren was at a Lamborghini trying to go up the inside of the GTR. GTR so wide, not letting him past. And now in the slipstream, we're going to take 6th gear just about here, just to keep the momentum going. 260 k's, probably should have kept it in 5th. And now Bravery corner, just peel off the throttle and then run it through nice and smooth. We actually get a decent run from Mercedes. This is an overtaking spot, but we're going to try it anyway. Oh, he rammed us off the road. Mercedes really didn't want us to overtake him there. We somehow survived. Damage is off, luckily. Or might have overheated the tyres there with a bit of sliding. And now the Audi's back in our mirrors. Now up to the carousel for the first time. Car's bottoming out ahead of us. As we definitely bottom out too, you can hear the floor just scraping along the ground. Well, luckily we survived the carousel and now up to the section of pure scariness, really. But it's some of the best racetrack in the world, this next sector. You just pitch in between lefts and rights. Oh, a little bit of an extra too much curb on the exit there. And now, oh, a kick of oversteer. This isn't me making the steering wheel look cool. This is the car moving around on the circuit, bumps, reacting to each of them. I love laser scan tracks so much, especially this laser scan Nordschleife here on AC. Now that GTR is really starting to make a little train of cars here, the truly train. But it's at the Nordschleife. I mean, Nordschleife really ain't an overtaking track, it's a hot lapping track. Even then, it's still not a hot lapping track. It's a track if you want to go and risk utmost certain death. And now, through the little left-hander, this corner's very deceiving. It's slower than you think it is, and there's not a lot of room on the exit. 4th gear. Gonna take 5th gear just for a second before the jump. Gonna dab the brakes before the jump, just to make sure the car doesn't take off. Just massive, massive flame is coming from the back of the McLaren there. As we get one hell of a run, but I don't think we're going to be able to make a move here. Again, this definitely isn't an overtaking spot, not 220 k's. Car's dancing around all over the place. I want to react to it. And now you're starting to see the mist starting to come in. Just see the air just moisten a little bit. Yeah, that McLaren ahead of us. Hear those turbos chirping away. Second carousel, why do you exist? Oh, we should have gone down to second there, really. Just a couple more corners to go for this first lap. The clouds really starting to darken now. So we try and get a good exit out onto the Dottinger Hurt. Cars moving around, and we actually do. And now we start our flight towards the end of the lap. We're going to sit in the slipstream of the McLaren's 6th gear. 260 k's, 270 k's. We're going to get now a toe off the Mercedes. We're all just getting toes off each other. The Mercedes actually brakes. That GTR is really holding everyone up. We haven't really got anywhere to go here. Oh, we're going to make it 3 wide. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. We survive. Whoa! Maybe we could try and make a move on the GTR as well. Holy... Oh, the GTR's crashed. And we somehow get it slowed down into Tiergarten. Because the Mercedes crashed on the right-hand side, and we somehow survived the first lap. That was scary going 3 wide down the back straight there. Now we've got a little bit of free air in front of us. The fog's starting to come in, so the headlights are going to come on into turn 1. Please stop kart. There we go. Second gear. Oh, that corner's a bit of an annoying one. And now let's see if we can try and pull away from the Lamborghini behind, maybe catch up to the cars ahead. Not really sure what position we're in right now. Again, the position doesn't matter though. This second lap is going to be the experience of the fog and just how crazy the conditions would have been. It was probably about this point that the race started thinking about being cancelled. Of course, in real life, of course, the track was absolutely drenched at this point during the race. It was drenched and the sun was going away. Visibility was decreasing. A little biff from the Lambo there. He's actually thought about the move. As he's side by side, we get clear. Schumacher rests for the first time at racing speed. On warm tyres too. And you're starting to see the clouds are coming in, the mist is coming in. Oh, the visibility is going down, the track's shining. Another thing with fog is the lights just reflect and you get blinded. You just get blinded by the sheer white light that hits you. Shadows are getting longer, it must be getting towards the evening as well. Of course, this race should be running into the night. We're on 50 times time progression. Every minute is basically an hour. We're heading into the evening now. At least we've got a bit of clear space ahead of us. Oh, our car's still moving around all over the place. Luckily the tyres have now warmed up a bit, so get a little bit more grip from those Pirellis on the car. And now the Lamborghini is really wanting to make a move past us. Oh, the understeer. We have to damp the brakes, trying to avoid the grass there. This car really not liking the circuit in any shape or form. Just trying to curb avoidance through here. Second gear, just try and get some rotation happening. Now, so we can try and get a good exit here onto the flue flats. We actually do for once. And you're just seeing just how much fog is coming in, especially as we head towards the higher points of the circuit, where the air is thicker. Now over flue flats, small lift and back on the throttle again. AI kind of a bit tentative through there. And now you're just seeing where's the track gone? You can hardly see the track anymore. And it's only going to get thicker. This is going to be a scary second after the lap. Just a lift through there just to make sure we get through and then brake just before the change of the concrete. Oh, car's pretty sliding through there again. Luckily no massive drift. And now sunset's happening. You can see the track has suddenly changed. We've gone from the daytime Nürburgring to the nighttime Nürburgring. It's not the same track. All your vantage points, all your turning points, your braking points just disappear. There's a Bentley off up ahead. Whoa! Cars moving around all over the place. Hopefully the AI can sort of stick close to me in the mirrors. Gives you extra light through the car to actually help you see where you're going as well. So we'll try and catch the Bentley up ahead. Whoa! Just understeer everywhere. As the AI lights come on now, there we go. We're getting a bit more visibility now. And you can just see above the trees, the fog just blocking everything, obscuring all your view. Whoa, should not take a second gear there. He just destroyed the gearbox and the engine. Ambulance there waiting with his lights going. Probably going to be needing that quite soon. Let's see if we can try and have a better run through miss hit miss. That is not a better run. I think the tyres might have been a bit cooked by now on this second lap. Well, cars moving all over the place. This setup is pretty awful, not going to lie. Very, very much more a hot lapping setup than a race setup. And now you're just seeing how dark it's getting. Oh, I wish I had VR right now. Just for the pure fear of driving this in VR would be, well, one mega experience. If anyone wants to donate a VR headset to me, feel free. Right, and now comes the scary bit. We're just going to have to follow the white lines now. That's all we can see is the white lines. white lines and the red curbs. Or understeer, and track knowledge is comes really in handy now, as it gets absolutely pitch black now. This is scary. I am fine with this. Luckily I sort of know where I'm going. Turning points are somewhere. You're literally concentrating so hard. I have not concentrated up here. Now somewhere along here is Bravery Corner. Just looking towards the barriers. There should be a curb on the outside. There it is. Turn it at some point. I cannot see a thing. It's dark. There's a right-hander is somewhere. There it is. Big King of Oso. I'm just sort of feeling the car. Oh, there it is. Now into the carousel. Of course, at this point, the race was cancelled. And then left overnight until about 10 past, I think it was about 11:30, sorry. The next morning. Oh, we get rejected by the carousel. Not the first time I've been rejected this week. But anyway, moving on. The race was then restarted in about 11:30 the next morning. Oh, we missed the corner. At which point it was basically just a 3.5 hour sprint race in which Kevin Estre went from something like 11th on the grid at the restart to winning the race only by 9 or 10 seconds as well, which is super crazy. Now the fuel warning lights come on. We should have enough just to complete the rest of this lap. But of course, Kevin Estre, absolute king of the Nürburgring, especially in that 911 green Porsche. Beautiful car. Whoa. Now this is scary. I'm just following the tail lights of that Lamborghini. I'm kind of glad he got past now. Just seeing when he brakes so I can have a rough guess of where the corners are. Just see the flashing lights of the ambulance there. Oh, we go off nearly a YouTube corner. I think that was YouTube corner. It's a corner. This is the obscure left-hander, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we're off onto the grass. Come on. Okay, now I'm completely lost. The fog here, about 80% thickness. There's a jump here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. 80% to 90% thick fog. I could definitely see why they cancelled the race. Oh, I turned in too early. Somewhere along here there's corners. I cannot see them. This is scary. I am not pushing at all right now. Oh no, we're off. Come on, keep it straight. Oh no, there's no AI behind me now. We're just down to my headlights, which I just double checked can't go into main beam. This ain't any other game. Come on, just a few more corners to go. The second carousel here somewhere. There it is. Of course, absolutely no track lights around this part of the Nürburgring either. Now there's a double right-hander here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. There's one of them. Just looking for that curb on the inside. And now, oh, got on the power a bit early there. Now we've just got to head in a straight line. I can't see a thing. I just saw the barrier. Whoa, this is scary. That's 260 Ks. I'm just looking at that white line on the right. That's all I can see. That's all I can follow. When we get to the gantry, we've got to turn in very quickly. Where is it? I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. There it is. Now, Tiergarten, somewhere. We've got a brake. Whoa. AI have no worries about the fog, so not surprised we're getting caught up here. There it is. We somehow survive. And we don't lose the place to the Audi behind. And onto the track. And across the line. 13th place in the end there, but that just goes to show just how crazy the weather can be at the Nürburgring. And whoa, I could not see a thing for that last half of the lap. Whoa. So there we are, guys. That is just a showcase of just how crazy it was to just drive the Nürburgring in those conditions. You can see why the race was cancelled. As disappointing as it was for us fans not to see 24 hours of racing. Of course, that was actually the shortest Nürburgring 24 hours in history. You can see from the safety point of view just how deadly that would have been. There would have been some major accidents there. Of course, if you have at all But yes, apart from that, it was a brilliant race. Of course, Kevin Estre coming home to win from the BMW. And, of course, also the blinking Dacia. Not really sure you can see it very well, but picked up some Misha Chowdhury merch from the Dacia Logan he took to the Nürburgring and won in class as well, which is the most important part of the Nürburgring, just that spirit to race. But, of course, if you have enjoyed at any point during this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to as well. Check out my Twitch in the description below. We hit affiliate the other day. Really mega hyped for that, so if you want to go check it out, chuck us a follow there if you want. I'll put links for the mods used in this video down below. The weather was helped by the Soul Planner app, which you can find. I'm sure there's a couple of tutorials on YouTube to help you get that set up. All that's left for me now to say is have a really awesome rest of your day. I'm going to go stop driving now because it's about 30 degrees outside and I am sweltering in here. Have a really awesome rest of your day. See you all next time. See you later. Smoke up ahead. Someone's gone off. Oh, there's a big crash up ahead. Whoa! Brakes, turn it in, back on the power nice and early. It's car backwards. Whoa! Whoa! And then I'm literally just staring at the white lines. Where's the corner? I can't see the corner. It's somewhere. There it is. And then, are we onto the Dossiger yet? There it is. No, we're round. Whoa.